Just 6 months ago, the idea of McLaren contending for the Formula One title in 2024 seemed more like a distant dream than a plausible reality. Yet here we are witnessing the resurgence of a team that has experienced more than a decade of hardship. So how exactly did McLaren turn things around and get back into championship contention? Team principal Andrea Stella, who has been part of McLaren for nearly a decade, understands the highs and lows the team has endured. That's a huge milestone, Stella commented when reflecting on McLaren's recent success. The Woking-based team took a commanding lead in the constructors' standings after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, marking their first genuine title contention since the 2012 season. Back in 2012, McLaren's star-studded lineup of Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button secured 7 victories out of 20 races, tied with Red Bull for the most wins. However, a mix of driver errors and technical failures resulted in 10 costly retirements, and the points lost made it impossible for them to compete with frontrunners like Red Bull, Ferrari, and Lotus. Despite the car's undeniable pace, McLaren opted to redesign the car for 2013, believing an overhauled version would offer better potential. The resulting MP4-28, designed by technical chief Paddy Lowe, proved to be a disaster. Neither Button nor new teammate Sergio Perez managed to reach the podium that year. Perez openly criticized the car's lack of downforce and stability, and McLaren found themselves struggling to compete. This debacle ultimately led to team principal Martin Whitmarsh being replaced by Eric Boullier and Paddy Lowe's departure to Mercedes. Boullier and his new technical team hoped to turn the tide, but McLaren's fortunes failed to improve significantly. Even with the dominant Mercedes power unit in 2014, the MP4-29 struggled to deliver consistent results. A brief moment of hope came with a double podium in Melbourne, but the car's fundamental weaknesses, especially in terms of traction and high-speed cornering, hindered its potential. In a bid to recapture the success of the past, McLaren revived its legendary partnership with Honda in 2015, reminiscent of their glory days with Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost. Unfortunately, the new era with Honda engines was far from glorious. The partnership was plagued by power unit failures and reliability issues so much so that Fernando Alonso famously referred to his engine as a GP2 engine during the Japanese Grand Prix. By 2018, McLaren had had enough. The team switched to Renault power units, but the results were still underwhelming. That season ended with a disappointing 6th-place finish in the constructors' standings. McLaren's struggles during this period stemmed not just from power unit problems, but from internal instability. As Zak Brown, McLaren CEO, noted, when you have CEOs, team principals, and racing directors coming in and out, it's hard to maintain a clear path forward. The tide began to turn in 2019 when McLaren introduced a new leadership team that included Stella Andrea Stella as team principal and James Key as technical director. The introduction of the MCL34, paired with promising young talents like Lando, Norris, and Carlos Sainz, began to show McLaren's potential. That year, the team achieved its first podium in over 5 years, signaling that the rebuilding process was starting to pay off. Over the next few years, McLaren focused on infrastructure upgrades, including building a new wind tunnel and simulator to keep pace with the ever-evolving competition. These changes were crucial, as was the signing of Daniel Ricciardo and the continued growth of Lando Norris, who took on a leadership role within the team. However, it wasn't until mid-2023 that McLaren truly began to show signs of becoming a championship-caliber team. After a slow start to the season, significant upgrades to the floor side pods and engine cover introduced at the Austrian Grand Prix completely transformed the performance of the car. By that point, Norris and rookie Oscar Piastri were consistently challenging for podiums, accumulating 25 podium finishes since then, just 5 fewer than Red Bull in the same period. McLaren's 2024 car, the MCL38, is the first to fully benefit from the team's new wind tunnel and other infrastructure improvements, and the results speak for themselves. The team has already won 3 of the last 5 races, and now finds itself leading the Constructors' Championship. But even with this resurgence, Andrea Stella remains cautious. We need to stay humble and keep our feet on the ground. The competition is very tight among the top 4 teams, and we still have work to do to make the car even faster. McLaren's return to title contention after 12 years of struggles is a testament to the team's resilience, leadership, and commitment to innovation. Through strategic changes in management, investment in technology, and a relentless drive for improvement, McLaren has rebuilt itself into a serious title contender. While there's still work to be done, the team's recent success proves that McLaren is back in the hunt, and perhaps even closer to their first title since 2008. Their journey back to the top is an inspiring reminder that perseverance and a long-term vision can lead to greatness in the competitive world of Formula One.
Hello McLaren faithfuls. If you loved this video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe so you never miss any McLaren F1 updates with relaxing ASMR elements. Your support is what keeps this incredible community growing stronger every day. Let's continue the conversation and share our passion for McLaren F1 together. Discover my journey as a passionate creator navigating life with challenging disabilities. Despite the obstacles, I'm determined to follow my dreams and share my love for McLaren and F1 with the world. By becoming a patron, you'll not only be supporting my dream, but you'll also gain access to exclusive content, including untold stories of legendary F1 drivers and much more. Your support can truly make a difference in my life, helping me continue to do what I love. Click the link below and enjoy.